Hi there, it's Tanga. Hope you are well and hope your week is going well so far. I wanted to pop in today and talk about the topic of, do you have your shit together? Excuse me swearing. I don't normally swear, but it was actually feedback that I had received from another person in our community who had been watching some of my 90-day live videos. And she'd made the comment, she said, she said, Tanga, I used to see you on these videos and I found that you looked like you had your shit together, and that intimidated me. And so she felt that she couldn't actually, or there was a bit of a block there for her reaching out to me. Not that she needed to reach out, but it was an interesting feedback that I received. Initially, my thought was, oh my God, I thought I was probably one of the easiest people to approach. But that's when you know me. And I thought that that was a really interesting thing, because as a woman, as someone who has lived through many challenges in life, as you may have as well, we do build resilience. We do focus on how do we fix this, how do we work through this mentality. And so when we front up and when we are speaking to people, maybe it does come across that way. And the reality is the total opposite. I'm constantly freaking out, but I guess I've worked out strategies and things that work for me in order to turn up probably closer to calm as possible, but that's taken a lot of practice. So I thought it was really interesting, because I guess that's really allowed me to step back and go, well, I want people to see my vulnerability as well. I want people to see that I have lots of self-doubt that I have to deal with and that I work through, and that I go through loads of meditation and yoga just to work through those thoughts. And today I was presenting in a community group around the things that I do during the day. But the community group itself were mums with their children. So it was like a play group. And that always was going to be a challenge, because you don't really hold the full attention of the audience. So it's quite a unique strategy that we have to be able to work with audience members that are quite distracted. So it was interesting to bring in my discussions with the children, and so I would quite openly stop and play with the children as well in between the presentation, and I felt that that worked really well. So again, the anxiety leading up to that presentation, even though I've done a few of them now, it's still around the same as what the very first time that I did a group presentation of that nature. But I guess after a bit of practice, I've learnt how to feel comfortable in that, and I've learnt to understand that the value that I offer the group far outweighs the anxiety that I start to feel leading up to the event. And so I am constantly schooling myself and getting as much information as possible leading up to that event that I feel will help me with my mindset and the way that I present. So it's not always going to be this whole polished presentation, but trying to get as natural around talking to people and fronting up in front of a camera, and still honouring the time that I have in front of you so that I can provide you some value as well. So no, I'm like everyone else. We all get nervous. We all fumble with our words, with our thoughts, but it's only through practice and a lot of embarrassing moments that, you know, at nights it runs through my mind, embarrassing moments, and I've just come up with this strategy of being able to love myself through that imperfection, because that's okay. And I just wanted to share this with everyone, because it is a journey that we all go through, and at times we'll slam dunk it and it all falls in place, and many times it doesn't. So just to be okay with that and to turn up how you are. All right, that's actually my washing machine. It's just finished its cycle. So that's a good note to finish off, I guess. All right, enjoy the rest of the week. It's a pretty random moment here that I wanted to share, but I promised myself that I would really present to you what's coming up for me on the day authentically. All right, have a blessed rest of the week, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.